Hey guys, welcome to the Drama Club. On this week's episode, we talk about Frances Frijole Cobain and her prenup settlement with her shady ass ex-husband.
Her scrub ass ex-husband.
Her scrub ass ex-husband. And then I tell you all about Kobe Bryant's rape case from 2003, and May discusses Love Square.
Love Rhombus.
Love Rhombus with Eddie Fisher, Debbie Reynolds, Elizabeth Taylor, and Mike Toddington.
And then we finish up with the Quickie all about
Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candy Buress's unfortunate loss of her fiance.
But then we pick it up because that's kind of fucked up.
Kind of.
And talk about how I saw Bobby Cannavale last week looking not like a snack.
Stay tuned.
What up, fam? What up, fam? It's good, y'all. Feels good, right? Good, right? Yeah, I know it, dude. And without further ado, we broadcasting live from CA to NY.
That was so hard I had to say that was hard multiple times.
That was hard.
That was very hard. What's up, guys?
Dude, do you wanna tell them what we did today?
We were on Felipe Esparza's podcast today.
We were on
What's Up, Fool? What's up, Fool?
Only we were Foulettes TM. We came up with that.
Yeah, Foulettes. We're ready to wear the V-neck shirts that say Foulettes on them.
Yeah, we're
Felipe's Foulettes.
and we hope that we get royalties off of that shit.
That was super fun and unexpected.
Well, unexpected is the wrong word because we've been expecting it for like
Years and years.
for several weeks, but like I think it was fun. They were so nice.
They were super nice. I really like Lesa.
Lesa is fucking awesome.
And
Lesa,
my husband, as soon as we were done recording, texted me and said, I know you would be friends with that girl, Lesa.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Lisa, are you trying to be in the drama club?
She was funny because as soon as Felipe brought up his ex-girlfriend, she was like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. And she was Guatemalan too, so I was like, yeah, let's go get that bitch.
We're going to roll up bang, bang, Porsche gang.
Bang Bang Drama Club gang. Dude, they were all so nice. Rodrigo, Felipe, Lesa, everybody.
Yeah, it was super cool. I'm very appreciative.
Well, we brought them vegan cupcakes, so
We did.
they should be nice to us.
Yeah, shout out our social media once more at Drama Club Pod, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, _drama_club_pod.
There's no pod.
Oh, there's not?
No.
It's just the Drama
The
Club?
Drama Club. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Gmail, dramaclubpod@gmail.com.
Yep. And what else?
Our phone number that we don't know by heart.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Um,
I'm just gonna move my lips like this, and then I'm gonna add it in later.
yeah, sounds good. I forgot we're recording this. Oh my God. I took my Spanx off. What was I thinking? How do I look? It's over.
Well, they already saw us on Felipe's podcast.
Yeah, but I was upright.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you had the Spanx on.
I
still.
did. Fuck.
Oh, let's introduce ourselves.
What's up, everybody? I'm Stephanie,
And I'm May.
and we're the Drama Club.
Hey.
So the hot topic for this week, which we touched on a little bit during Felipe's show, was all about
Frances Bean Cobain is getting divorce alert.
a schmishmorse.
Divorced.
For those of you who don't know, but once again, if you don't know, what are you doing listening to us?
If you don't know,
Now
you know. Meghan Markle. No.
Frances Bean Cobain is the late Kurt Cobain's only child
Mm-hmm.
and the heir
With Courtney
to his
Love.
estate. With Courtney Love, of course. And the heir to his estate. So
Yeah.
take it away, May.
So, as the heir to his estate, she's worth upwards of over 400 million, allegedly.
That's pretty insane. But when you think
That's
about all the
crazy.
Nirvana merchandise, you're
Yeah.
right. Of course,
Yeah.
they make a shit ton of money worldwide
And also, they were still of the era where musicians were making money,
off of albums.
regardless,
Mhm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, Frances Bean Cobain is entitled to the profits of the estate, as that's fine. That we totally get that.
Right.
But she married some scrub.
Oh, he's a scrub?
Yeah, he's a scrub.
Nice.
And is now divorcing said scrub. He believes that he's entitled to Kurt Cobain's guitar from the Unplugged episode of MTV Unplugged.
Which is one of the best episodes there is.
It's definitely one of the most famous episodes.
Yeah, it's like that one, Mariah,
Eric Clapton,
John, no, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
LL Cool J
Yeah.
was like one of the first times hip hop was shown with a live band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Well, his guitar that he played during that episode is worth upwards of millions upon millions of dollars.
So you know the story behind the Nirvana episode of MTV Unplugged is also that at the time it was a brand new show on MTV. So Nirvana showed up with all of their regular gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like all of their electric guitars and electric
Yeah.
bass and all their regular gear. And then the producers were like, no, the show's called Unplugged. Like, we need you to play Unplugged. So like they all went out and bought acoustic shit.
That's funny.
Like right before the show started and just fucking killed it.
Isn't that incredible? Like how the things that aren't planned.
Yeah, turn out amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they probably did it extra good.
Yeah.
If they would have practiced, it would have been kind of like whatever weak sauce. Yeah, well, that's crazy.
So he's about to come up with millions of dollars.
Or a badass guitar. Keep the guitar, bro.
Keep the guitar. It's only going to go up in value.
Yeah.
That could be for your grandchildren's legacy. This grandchildren, this belonged to your ex-step
grandfather.
Yeah.
Curtington Cobaineth.
Love the third.
Here's to the ladies, the fair and the weak.
All right. So today, we're going to do a twofer finally.
We're going to do a twofer.
It's a special twofer.
Very special.
So way back when we first started this little podcast, we didn't know how to number every episode. Rather, I didn't know how to number every episode because we had filmed an episode which ultimately got cut because the sound was off. And that was all about Kobe Bryant and
Elizabeth Taylor, Debbie Reynolds, Eddie Fisher, and Mike Todd.
I love quadruple.
Love
Love
Yeah.
square.
So if the sound is off on this, then
We're fucked. It's never airing.
it's
So we're going to re-record that episode now. And yeah. All right. I'm going to talk all about Kobe Bryant. I haven't read this since I first read it.
dude. Episode 1.
Episode 1 of 13.
This is like the first, like when George Lucas did episode 1 of Star Wars.
Is
There's gonna be a Jar Jar Binks in this.
Okay. So first I wanted to say that the woman who accused Kobe Bryant had to release her name after she filed a civil lawsuit against him. But typically, sexual assault victims' identities are kept private. So for the purposes of this conversation, I'm going to refer to her as the accuser, as most publications did before she went ahead and filed the civil claim.
Okay, that's understandable.
Just to give some background of the time period, this happened in 2003. May had just lost her virginity. Just kidding.
Picture it. 2003, Sicily.
Oversized waist belts are all the craze. The one-shouldered dress is about to hit Macy's.
And my hymen just broke.
Okay. So at this time, the Lakers had just finished the 1999 through 2002 three-peat, which is when they won 3 consecutive championships under the coaching of Phil Jackson in 2000, 2001, and 2002. Mm-hmm. So this was a particularly high time for Mr. Kobe Bryant and probably even the peak of his career.
Yeah, well,
Now he's won a fucking Oscar.
right. I feel like
That would be the peak of my career if I was Kobe Bryant. But
yeah.
for him, maybe it was this time.
He was for sure like a hot shot during that time.
Yeah.
But I don't think people would have called him a legend yet. I think like towards the end of his career, he was
It might have cemented his legendary status, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay. So in July 2003, a then 19-year-old hotel employee filed a sexual assault complaint against Mr. Kobe Bryant, who was 24 years old at the time. Kobe stayed at the Lodge and Spa at Cordillero in Colorado on June 30th as he scheduled for surgery on July 2nd.
Okay.
I feel like since this was in Colorado, I didn't need to overemphasize Cordillero. It could have just been Cordillero.
It's corduroy.
Corduroy. The woman accused Kobe of raping her in his hotel on July 1st, 2003.
Okay.
Kobe was confronted by sheriff investigators on July 2nd in his first interview with investigators, he denied having sex with the accuser. They confronted him with the physical evidence, his semen,
Yeah.
and he then admitted to the sex but remained that it was consensual.
See, okay, the physical evidence thing, this is what we talked about, where I'm almost 100% positive that in the police report it says when the police confronted him and asked him for the clothes that he was wearing, he balled up a semen-stained t-shirt and threw it at the detectives.
He had his own semen-stained t-shirt?
Yeah.
Send that shit out for dry cleaning, Kobe.
That's tell that to Monica Lewinsky.
You nasty.
You nasty, Kobe.
Kobe. So Kobe had an arrest warrant issued on July 4th, the next day.
Independence Day.
And he flew. Will Smith was there. It was a whole fucking thing, guys.
There was an alien.
A fucking alien showed up.
Jeff Goldblum. Bay.
Damn. So then Kobe flew to Colorado to surrender himself to police.
Okay.
He was let out on bail, and the news became public on July 6th.
Mm-hmm.
On July 18th, he was formally charged with sexual assault, which had a sentence ranging from probation to life in prison.
Oh, fuck, dude.
That's pretty wild. On July 18th, 2003, Kobe held a now infamous press conference in which Vanessa Bryant, his wife, sat by his side and held his hand as he adamantly denied the accusations. Go ahead, man.
Dude, Steph's favorite, a press conference.
Vanessa Bryant and a press conference. Two of my favorite things.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Vanessa Bryant's so basic.
An apology ring.
I love her. Oh, let's get to that. So during the press conference, he tearfully said he was innocent and that he was embarrassed, ashamed, and disgusted with himself for committing adultery. He apologized to Vanessa for having to put her through it and reiterated his love for her. His team maintained his innocence and advised that they would try the case to a jury in Colorado.
Okay.
I feel bad for Vanessa because she didn't have to be dragged through that press conference. Also, she probably liked it.
I don't think that she liked it, but I think that she was like, all right. I think she felt like it was her duty.
Remember when we talked about
Anthony Weiner's wife, Huma
Abedin? I was like, what's her first name?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how she wouldn't do it with him?
Yeah.
Why do these men gotta drag their wives into this shit?
Right.
Like, somehow you have to publicly apologize. It's like throwing that shit all over Facebook. Just do it in the fucking privacy of your own home.
Yeah. But see, they're trying to rehabilitate
their
image.
public image.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that in order to do that, you have to have your wife by your side.
Yeah.
But, okay.
I
and
guess
think,
it says something if your wife's not by your side.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing with Huma is that she was her own person. Like,
She don't need her man to define her.
right. She didn't need that. So she was like, no, I'm not. I mean, she ended up doing it, which
Yeah.
is,
Whatever.
but she was like, I don't want to do that. And these are the reasons why. I feel like Vanessa doesn't really, or at least at the time, didn't really have a life outside of being Kobe Bryant's
She's still
wife.
got a life being out of her life.
Yeah.
We don't want to say that. We don't want to put women down for that. Hey, if you want to be a fucking mom and a wife,
Yeah.
power to you. And like, that's an amazing role to play. If you play it well, like, I'm fucking all for it.
Right.
You know?
That's the choice that you made.
Yeah.
And that's a feminist choice in and of itself.
Of course.
But I think that
At
because
the same time, a
because
lot of you
that's-
is always going to be defined by your husband.
Yes.
Because of that choice.
And because of that's the choice that she made, then she had to stand by him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if not, then what? You're a fucking failure. Right?
And guess what, May?
what?
Kobe Bryant famously purchased a $4 million 8-carat purple diamond ring for Vanessa 3 days after he was notified that he would be charged with rape.
Dude, we saw a woman today driving
Yeah.
by, like, just like admiring her own diamond ring.
That was nice. I was all for it. And she was in a Honda Civic. So,
Honda Accord.
Okay, she was in a Honda Accord. So you know that shit was like about to be repossessed or something. The ring.
That's why she was taking one last long look at her ring.
When we first recorded this episode, you said, see, I appreciate Kobe because no matter what, he's all about purple and yellow, baby. He even got Vanessa a purple ring.
Yeah, that's true. He bleeds purple and gold, yo. Like, he had to get the purple diamond. How much did you say how much it costs?
$4 million.
$4 million.
Yeah.
Is it worth the embarrassment? A $4 million piece of rock on your hand?
Maybe.
To me, it's not.
That'll set you up for life in like Victorville. For $1 million bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, I would rather go to, like, Mexico somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
like Rosarito,
Yeah,
Ensenada. You
Yeah,
might get
yeah.
killed though or kidnapped.
that's true. For $4 million gets you the land and protection.
Those motherfuckers are gonna turn on you though. Your protection, your security guard, your own security guard's gonna kill you one day. Like, ¿te acuerdas, puta?
Yeah.
So then let's get to the hearings. The accuser had bruises on her neck. Kobe asserted that he strangled her from the back, but that it was his thing and that he had a pattern of doing so with other sexual partners. His team made it a point to show that this was not his pattern with his wife.
His defense team?
Yeah. Like they showed how it was a pattern with Kobe, but everyone but his wife.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what that means.
I think they're trying to say, like, of course he would treat some hoe like this.
Not just his wife. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Which is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody think that I'm like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Of course that's why, but no.
So Kobe stated that he assumed consent due to her body language of kissing him, touching his genitals, and bending over for him, but stated that he never explicitly asked for consent. He indicated that he believed the accuser was capable of saying no because when he asked if he could come on her face, she said no.
Okay.
So Kobe agreed to a rape test and a lie detector test. His defense team attacked the credibility of his accuser very early on, and she did have some credibility issues. So the day after the alleged incident, the accuser submitted herself to a rape exam wearing underwear that contained another man's semen and pubic hair. Girl. Come on.
Please wash your underwear.
Once
before you go
again,
to work.
send it out to laundry. What's
laundry.
What's with you motherfuckers and not doing your laundry? Kobe's defense team asserted that her alleged injuries could have then been from another man. And they also tried to show that this showed consensual sex with another person immediately after or before the encounter with Kobe.
So what?
Exactly. So she likes casual sex. Who gives a fuck? That don't mean she wants to be raped.
And she was 19 or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah.
Yeah. The accuser alleged that she accidentally grabbed dirty underwear when she left for the rape exam. Once again, I don't know, girl.
Yeah.
Don't be grabbing dirty underwear. You nasty. Her rape exam, you can get an infection, girl. Drink some cranberry juice. That's just disgusting.
Drink some cranberry juice.
Dr. Butt.
Drink some cranberry juice. Stay away from Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of Colorado.
Yeah.
Her rape exam did find vaginal trauma, which Kobe's defense team asserted would be consistent with having sex with multiple partners over the span of a few days. So it's a little issue there for her, right? Kobe's t-shirt had 3 small blood stains from the accuser on it. The defense team asserted that leaning the woman over a chair to have sex with her caused the bleeding. Yeah, I don't know. The accuser allegedly told Kobe to stop, but he would not. And Kobe said that he stopped after he asked if he could ejaculate on her face, and she said no.
Okay.
Kobe.
What? So my thing is, though, he started,
Right.
and then the only time he thought to stop is when he has her bent over a chair.
Right.
So he's like, "Can we? Can I come in your face?"
And she said no.
And she said no. And then now he's like,
now
"Oh,
he has an issue with it.
okay."
So the hotel's night auditor said that they saw the accuser leave Kobe's room to go home, and she did not look as though any problems had occurred. But a bellman said that he saw her leave and she appeared upset, and she also confided in him that Kobe had forced sex with her. So all of this information started coming out during the initial hearings.
Yeah.
The accuser started being blasted all over the internet and was apparently receiving death threats.
But we have a contemporaneous witness,
Right.
the bellman.
Right. But he was also her friend.
Oh, right.
He was like her close friend at work.
But that's already 2 people.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's her word.
She definitely had sex with Kobe.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
no one's saying that didn't
Uh-huh.
happen, even Kobe himself. But she's saying that it was forceful.
Right. Okay.
I don't know the timeline of the death threats because I believe at this stage her name was still being kept anonymous. But obviously she's getting a lot of hate from people because Kobe Bryant was a hero at the time and he was a famous basketball player. So all of his fans are going to likely remain loyal and on his side throughout the whole things. And they really honed in on her, which was like the thing with Aziz Ansari and James Franco.
Yeah. I was going to say, and Chris Brown.
Yes. What's with Chris Brown fans?
Yeah.
I don't get that at all.
I also don't get it because his music is not that amazing.
No,
you know?
he's whatever.
There's a million Chris Browns out there.
Yeah.
You want a Chris Brown that doesn't like fuck up women?
Listen
Mario.
to Miguel. Yeah. So I read this article about Aziz Ansari after it came out that talked about how the public doesn't want to believe that men we look up to or adore are capable of shit like this. Mm-hmm. We want it to be someone we don't care about or a villain type person. So we want to be on the side of the accused rather than the accuser in a situation where it's someone that we adore, because Kobe was a hero.
We were just talking about that with Jeffrey Tambor.
Yes.
I didn't want to believe. I don't want to believe that that's true
because he's just such a likable guy.
Yeah.
But good people do bad things all the time, you know?
Yeah.
That's a problem. A few weeks before trial, the accuser ended up redacting some of her original interview, stating that she didn't have car trouble the next day. She just overslept. So in her initial interview, she said that she was late to go to the hospital because she had car trouble. Mm-hmm. And then she took that back and said, no, actually, I just overslept. Yeah, which was weird. And then she had also said that after the sex, Kobe forced her to wash her face, mm-hmm. which I think was partially to do with her trying to claim that he was kind of like false imprisoning her in the room.
Okay.
Keeping her there against her will.
I think that she must have been crying.
Yeah. So then she ended up saying, no, he didn't force me to wash my face. So she took that back also.
Okay.
That was a weird thing also.
Right.
So this all kind of, you know, his defense team ended up attacking her credibility mm-hmm. back and forth because she was flip-flopping in regards to her statement and then all the other issues they found with her.
Well, do you remember with Monica Lewinsky, they asked her, why would you provide this level of detail? And she said that it's because when they offered her immunity, that she thought anything that might be maybe construed as a lie.
Right.
She just wanted to make sure it was 100% the truth, like whatever she was saying, so that
she would stay out of jail.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I think maybe if like the police are like, if you fucking lie to us.
Yeah, we're going to fuck you up.
We're going to fuck you up. So then you're probably like, okay, let me just go
back and make sure this shit's all true.
Yeah.
Of course. So then the last thing that Kobe's defense team did was attack her credibility because they found out that she was taking antipsychotic medications at the time of the incident. So she had schizophrenia or was getting treatment for it. Mm-hmm. And 4 months prior to the incident with Kobe, she had been removed from her dorm room and hospitalized for being a, quote, danger to herself.
Yeah.
They had testimony from a prior roommate, which indicated that she had tried to kill herself twice previously. And then they also kept bringing up this thing that she had tried out for American Idol but failed just right before the incident. So they kind of tried to paint this picture of a troubled girl who wanted the limelight.
Yeah.
So someone that would kind of like formulate this kind of a story just to get some sort of press.
But is this the type of press, even if you do want the limelight, even if you do want to be famous, this is not the type of press that you want.
Exactly.
Or that she has shown to seek out, because you don't see her, she doesn't have a fucking talk show.
Yeah, she fucking hid after this shit.
Yeah.
So finally, right before trial, the judge dismissed the charges because the accuser advised everybody that she would not testify, so they couldn't corroborate any of her story. Afterwards, Kobe issued an apology to the accuser. Oh my gosh. And I'll paraphrase it. So Kobe said, "First, I want to apologize directly to the young woman involved in this incident for my behavior that night and for the consequences that she has suffered in the past year. Although this year has been incredibly difficult for me personally, I can only imagine the pain she has had to endure. I also want to make it clear that I do not question the motives of this young woman. No money has been paid to her. She has agreed that this statement will not be used against me in the civil case. Although I truly believed this encounter between us was consensual, I recognize now that she did not and does not view this incident the same way I did." So he raped her.
That's a wrap.
So he raped her then.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
He just
he
admitted.
acknowledges that the consent was not there.
Yes.
Now, okay, now I was sort of thinking, what if, let's give Kobe the benefit of the doubt, because she was quote unquote unstable.
Mm-hmm.
What if it started out consensual and then like halfway through she was like, no, I don't want to be a part of this,
Then stop.
and maybe like express that. I think that seems like that's probably what happened.
Of course.
You know?
But the culture behind sex and like men during sex allows for like these kinds of things to happen, like a woman to say no, maybe like change her mind, and they don't think it's true, or like they don't take it seriously, or they just don't fucking listen because they think
playing hard to get.
Exactly, or they think they have a right to whatever sex or whatever, so they just don't stop. And the point is, you cannot do that.
Right.
You have to listen to what people are fucking saying to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they had a civil claim going on too. So this was settled out of court, and the settlement was undisclosed to the public. The hotel later remodeled that area of the hotel, and there was some tea about them allegedly selling off the furniture from room 35 where everything took place.
That's disgusting. Who bought that?
Yeah, they deny it.
A Laker fan.
Shaq bought all the
Oh yeah.
furniture
Remember I
from that
told
room.
you that Kobe kind of tried to throw Shaq under the bus, which I thought was gross.
Yeah, that is weird.
He said when he was being interrogated by the police, he said something along the lines of this. He said, "Man, I should have just paid her off like Shaq always does."
Yeah.
Which is some like, why are you bringing in your
Trashy
colleague?
ass shit. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so then Kobe Bryant's career, as we all know, has gone along incredibly successfully. His 2004 through 2005 season was damaged by his reputation at the time. He did still rank as second leading scorer in the NBA with an average of 27.6 points per game. But that year was the first time the Lakers had missed the playoffs in over a decade. The 2005 through 6 NBA season saw a comeback, starting with Phil Jackson's return to coach the Lakers.
Ooh, I'd love Phil Jackson.
Me too. They made it back in the playoffs. In a game on December 20th, 2005, Kobe outscored the entire team of the Mavericks.
Hey.
In 2006, Kobe scored 81 points in a game against the Raptors, breaking the record as second highest point total in NBA history. Will Chamberlain has 100-point game in 1962.
Will Chamberlain claimed to have slept with
Who?
10,000 women or 20,000 women?
That's disgusting. Will Chamberlain's dick's gonna fall off. Around this time, Kobe changed his number from 8 to 24, which helped shed some of the bad light from this event. By 2007, he was seen as being back at the top of his game. He signed a 7-year, $136 million contract after the allegations and regained his endorsements from Nike, Spalding, Coca-Cola, etc. He was named the NBA's MVP in 2008 and retired 2 jersey numbers, 8 and 24, after his retirement with the Lakers in 2016. And he is the first and only NBA player to ever have 2 numbers retired by a team. What if this would have happened now? Would Kobe's career have been over? No, right?
I think there's this sort of like people, men, regular schmegular men, your boyfriend, your husband, whatever, they look at athletes like gods.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of men do that.
And I think they put them on this pedestal and they will defend them to the death. Like they will put their own names on the line to fucking defend Kobe Bryant for fucking what?
Yeah, Kobe don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. And I think that, unlike an actor where they're like, oh,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's something weird about athletes that men kind of will
idolize them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I really don't know. It's sad. Maybe that girl, though, wouldn't have been so dragged, or maybe she wouldn't have felt as alone. Maybe she would have had a little bit more of a pedestal to say her story and not just like back out of everything, you know?
Yeah.
Because of the environment we're in now with women's rights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Kobe would have still been Kobe nonetheless.
Yeah, I agree. And then, okay, and this year in 2018, he goes on to win
an Oscar.
A fucking Oscar.
And people talk about that all the time because it's like Hollywood is really going through a change where we see women speaking out about their rights and all the sexual harassment things that's come out with Harvey Weinstein and all these other problematic ass actors and shit, Kevin Spacey and everybody. And it's like Hollywood is supposed to be like kind of like the forefront of this fight that we're having and
leading the charge.
right. And instead they're like, you know,
Yeah.
got fucking Michael Douglas's dad up on stage at
Right.
the Oscars, Kobe Bryant winning a fucking Oscar.
And this was ground zero. This is the year of Me Too.
Yeah.
This isn't even like, people have a short-term memory, which is whatever.
Yeah.
But this didn't happen 2 years from now,
Yeah.
This is like at the year where everyone was wearing
the
black.
pins,
you
yeah.
know? It's fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
And we didn't talk about it this time, but we're both Laker fans,
Yeah.
and we grew up.
Loving Kobe.
Yeah.
I love Kobe. My brother loves Kobe.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's the thing we said, like you don't want to believe it from somebody that you like,
Yeah.
but it happens.
And I feel like it's also hard for these women who work with some of these guys too, some of these actors that have been called out or journalists or whatever. They're like, well, he was always respectful with me, but like,
yeah.
He knew not to take advantage of you.
Of course. Yeah. You weren't the vulnerable one.
Right.
Fucked up, dude.
But he did end up paying her a settlement of some sort, right?
Yeah. And she like just, moved away and
Yeah.
whatever. So that's the story of Kobe Bryant.
I wish he would sort of just go away now.
He should go away. He's done. Like, I mean, he'll probably go on like ESPN or something, right?
Yeah.
Be a fucking. He's not funny though. He seems whack.
Yeah. He's too serious.
Yeah. Like Shaq is good up there because that fool's funny and
Yeah.
he pokes fun at himself and he's
goofy.
quick and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Kobe's just like
Shaq has a PhD?
in what?
Dr. Shaq. In like criminology. Or
Dr.
something.
Shaq.
Dr. Butts.
Is it one of those
Not an honorary? No, a real
No?
one.
Wow.
I think he did it mostly online though.
Oh. Fuck.
Fair they are, we'll all admit. But who dares call them weak? Our modern girls play as hard and with as much vitality and stamina as any man.
Europe, May.
Okay. So this is a story of Hollywood's greatest love triangle.
Ooh.
This is one of the first big scandals to hit Hollywood, and it was also the biggest. Is that redundant, what I just said?
Angelina, Brad, and Jennifer Aniston.
See, Carrie Fisher described it as the Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie situation of that time.
It is.
But I think it's bigger because
There's 4.
yes, and also all 4 of them, well, maybe not Mike Todd, but like the other 3 were
Gigantic.
the biggest stars in the world.
They're big as fuck. Jennifer, Brad, and Angelina were big as fuck. I guess it could have been Leo,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Angelina, and Brad, or George. Oh, what if it was George Clooney, Brad, and Angelina?
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah. Damn, Angelina. I already like Angelina a lot.
You love her.
I love her.
She's problematic.
I think that like if she would have been fucking George Clooney and Brad Pitt, I would have been like,
Props to her.
Oh, I would have put her on the pedestal that men put Kobe
If
Bryant
she fucked George
on.
Clooney, I would like her, and I don't like her.
Oh, you don't like her at all? Not even a little
I
bit?
don't like her really. Nah, she seems fake to me in the same way Anne Hathaway does,
Oh,
like on a cloud, like.
yeah.
And that's a recent thing because I liked her back when she was all with Billy Bob and into like black and like wearing blood and shit.
yeah.
She was all weird. Then she
Tattoos.
got with Brad Pitt and she kind of like got all like uppity. I don't know.
United Nations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So to me, this was a much bigger deal. And also, this was fucking messy. This is messy as fuck. Also, it's kind of hard to overstate the level of celebrity that the people involved were at that time. But these were some of the most famous people in the world. Because I feel like in the 1950s, there were less famous people.
Yeah.
Like today, we have movie stars, TV stars,
Instagram
YouTube
stars,
like fucking
Lil Tay.
There's someone for
Twitter
everyone,
famous, yeah.
You know, back then there were like 5 famous people. One of them was the president of the United States.
Right.
So anyway, the people involved in this story were huge celebrities, and the story made headlines around the world. And new developments related to it were literally constantly in the news for well over a decade, and people still occasionally talk about it now 60 years later and everybody involved is fucking dead. Okay, so this is the story of Debbie Reynolds, Eddie Fisher, Elizabeth Taylor, and Mike Todd. Debbie Reynolds was born on April 1st, 1932 in El Paso, Texas. Later, her family moved to Burbank in 1948. That's where we were today.
Woo!
When Debbie was 16. And she was discovered when she won the Miss Burbank Beauty Contest.
Shout out Miss Burbank.
Shout out Nane and Naira. And soon after, she got a contract with Warner Brothers. I feel like that doesn't happen anymore, and that's what pageant moms want to happen. They want their kid to get discovered, like, at a pageant, you know?
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
Pageant moms are dumb as fuck.
So Debbie made a bunch of musicals throughout the 1950s and also recorded a bunch of hit records. In 1952, she stars in Singin' in the Rain, which is a massive hit and an instant classic.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, Debbie is a full-on movie star and America's sweetheart. Which, remember I told you, like, of course America loved Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah, she's cool as fuck.
She's
cute. Right?
She's cute. She's blonde.
Yeah.
Like, she's a fucking virgin. Like, you can tell that she's a virgin.
Yeah.
She's, you know, petite. Like, of course they love this bitch. 1950s America, this was like their ideal.
Hell yeah.
In 1956, she appeared in the film Bundle of Joy with her then husband, Eddie Fisher. Eddie Fisher was born on August 10th, 1928 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
From an early age, he showed that he had a lot of talent as a vocalist. After serving in the army during the Korean War, Eddie returned home and he began to sing in top nightclubs and had a variety television series called Coke Time with Eddie Fisher.
I want a variety television series.
I want one too. I want it to be called Coke Time with Stef and May.
Coke? His was called Coke Time?
Coke Time with
But like
Eddie Fisher.
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola.
Okay. Ooh.
La Croix Time with
Yeah.
Stef and May.
Or it's going to be called Michelada Time with Stef and Max.
It's going to be called 40-ounce rosé with Stef and May. And this show ran from 1953 to 1957. He was a teen idol and one of the most popular singers of the early 1950s. He had 17 songs in the top 10 on the music charts between 1950 and 1956 and 35 in the top 40.
Fuck.
So at this point, he's a huge star, kind of like Justin Bieber. He was rumored to have been involved with a bunch of starlets around that time and claimed to have been seduced by Marlene Dietrich in a mirrored bathroom.
Ooh, that was Coke Time with Marlene Dietrich right there.
Coke
In that
time.
mirrored bathroom.
And was also linked with our girl, Judy Garland.
God damn it.
Yeah. And Anne Margaret.
Ooh.
Anne Margaret from Bye Bye Birdie fame.
Bye bye birdie.
I don't like Anne Margaret because her whole thing was that she looked young, like Ariana Grande. Like, she made herself look young, and her whole thing was like, look, I'm a sexy 14-year-old.
That is like Ariana Grande. That's gross.
So he meets and marries Debbie in 1955, and they have a kid, Carrie.
Yay! Princess Leia.
Yes. The couple are best friends with Elizabeth Taylor and her husband, Mike Todd.
Dude, that's so fucking tight.
Isn't that like,
You are fucking living your best life.
you're a power couple
Yeah.
and your best friend is
Our
like
power
a
couple.
power couple?
Like the biggest power couple, too?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The couple are, this is what Kanye, Kim, Chrissy Teigen, and John Legend
They
think
wish they
are.
were. Yeah, they wish.
But none of them are problematic. Like,
No. No.
is it weird that the most racist person in all of the 8 people I just mentioned
Is
is
Kanye
Kanye
West?
West?
Yeah. That is weird.
Okay. Elizabeth Taylor was born February 27th, 1932 in London to a privileged family. The family later moved to Beverly Hills as the political situation in Europe was getting heated before World War II.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fucking privileged they were, that they were
Let's move to Beverly Hills.
yeah.
Yeah.
People would constantly comment on Elizabeth's beauty and tell her mother that she should be auditioning for film studios.
Yeah, she's the most beautiful girl in the world.
In particular, they would always comment on her eyes due to their unusual violet color and genetic mutation that gave her double eyelashes.
Fuck you, Elizabeth Taylor. That's not fair.
When we first talked about this, you said that Elizabeth Taylor's eyes were a Technicolor dream.
Fucking bitch.
This bitch
This bitch got Technicolor eyes. I wouldn't be friends with her either. I wouldn't bring my man around her. I gotta tell you, I would never bring Hoel around Elizabeth Taylor and not expect him to fuck her.
Not only is she the most beautiful woman in the world, but her
eyes are...
Her genetic defect, quote unquote, her genetic mutation is that she has double eyelashes.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. Okay, Elizabeth gets a studio contract at about 9 years old in 1941. Her first big hit is a starring role in 1944's National Velvet. She meets Debbie during this time because the two of them, along with all the rest of the studio's young stars, received their education from the studio tutors, and the two become friendly. By the time she was 18, she had been in a string of hits for MGM and was a huge star.
Wow.
Who was beginning to transition away from being a child star. So at this point, everyone in America kind of feels like they know her because they've seen her grow up on screen, like our girl Drew Barrymore.
Right.
This makes her an even bigger star, so more people and the press are invested in her personal life. So at 18, she marries millionaire hotel heir Conrad Hilton Jr.
Hell yeah. He threw diamonds at her, right?
I think so.
Yes, like that's how he proposed to her. Coming out of a jet, he threw diamonds at her. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's some next level shit.
That's the life I want to live.
Dude, Elizabeth Taylor's just like fucking killing it left and right, yo.
Oh, yeah.
However, his, quote, gambling, drinking, and abusive behavior horrified her and her parents, and the marriage ended in divorce after 8 months, which was a huge scandal at the time.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
The next year, she married Michael Wilding, but they divorced in 1957 when she meets producer Mike Todd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to go real deep into Mike Todd because he's not super interesting.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that he had recently produced Around the World in 80 Days, which won him the Academy Award for Best Picture.
Ooh.
So he was like a moderately big time Hollywood player, but just mostly behind the scenes. And Eddie Fisher was his best friend. Mike and Elizabeth had a tempestuous relationship, but the couple exchanged vows on February 2nd, 1957 in Mexico. And the ceremony was performed by the mayor of Acapulco. It was the third marriage for both the 24-year-old bride and her 47-year-old groom. Mario Moreno, better known as
Cantinflas. That's so tight.
Was their witness.
That's so fucking tight.
Is that the best witness in the world?
And that's how they knew about Acapulco, right?
Yeah. That's how they decided to get married down there and everything. Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. Eddie Fisher was Mike's best man, and Debbie Reynolds was Elizabeth's matron of honor.
Yep.
Debbie says she even washed Elizabeth's hair the night before her wedding.
You didn't wash my hair the night before my wedding.
I know.
That's fucked up. Sorry.
I also didn't sleep with your husband.
Oh, thank you.
And Cantinflas was not the
true. I don't know. Jesus was there.
Close enough.
Close enough. Carlos and Jose. Together with as one Cantinflas right there.
After the wedding, the couples are inseparable. They go out to nightclubs a few times a week. They go on lavish vacations together. They're basically having the time of their lives, and the relationship sounds like fucking awesome. And like, you know, all the TMZ of the day or whatever, they were like eating that shit up.
Fuck yeah, it's amazing.
Every night they would like follow them to the club, to the Copacabana or whatever the fuck, and like they'd be like, hell yeah, we love them. Side note, crazy story. 3 months after Mike and Elizabeth's wedding, the four of them rented a villa in Italy. Oh, I forgot about this. But then, by then, Taylor was 6 months pregnant with daughter Lesa, conceived with Todd while she was still married to her second husband, Michael Wilding.
Jesus Christ.
Describing Taylor's happiness as, quote, contagious, Reynolds was more determined to become pregnant again herself. At the time, Debbie and Eddie only had baby Carrie. By now, aware her quote-unquote sperm bank, as she refers to Fisher, got his highs from amphetamines and rarely drank, Debbie plied him with beer and got him inebriated. Quote, sure that I was fertile, I was excited about getting my hands on Eddie, she writes. I soon got Eddie excited too, even though he was half asleep. When the deed was done, I used the beautiful headboard on our bed to prop up my legs all night. I stayed that way until I left for the airport the next morning, and 9 months later, Carrie had a brother, Todd.
Oh my God.
Mission accomplished.
So she raped him.
Debbie Reynolds raped Eddie Fisher.
He did meth? That's what she said? He did
Amphetamine.
methamphetamines? Okay.
Yeah, amphetamines. Like
Okay.
everybody else, fucking pep pills.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so she date raped him.
Wow.
I love how she had like the little bit about the headboard being beautiful.
It was. I mean, she stood there all night, so she had to really look at it, you know?
Shortly after Todd Fisher's birth on March 22nd, 1958, Mike Todd's private plane, the Liz, crashed near Grants, New Mexico.
That's so sad.
That's so sad, right?
She talks about how she thinks that he was the love of her life, him and Burton.
Yeah.
But it's easy to like say that about somebody who's gone.
Yeah, you romanticize what could have been.
Exactly.
But they said they had a tempestuous relationship.
But she
you
seems
know,
like she had that with everybody.
with everyone. She
Yeah.
just seems difficult.
Yeah.
How can you be that beautiful and not like just look at every man that passes you by like,
Yeah.
oh, I want that. I
Yeah.
want that. You know?
Technicolor eyes and shit. Fuck you, Elizabeth Taylor.
The plane suffered engine failure while being flown overloaded in icing conditions at an altitude that was too high for only one engine working under the heavy load. The plane went out of control and crashed, killing all 4 on board.
Wow.
R.I.P. Mike
That's
Todd.
awful.
I feel like it was bad luck that it was named the Liz.
Yeah.
I heard something like that recently, that it was bad luck to rename a vessel, whether it's a ship or a plane.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm sure it wasn't called the Liz when
I
he
saw that
bought
they
it.
said that Malaysian flight was like the pilot did it on purpose.
Really?
Yeah, that like they could find the source of his detour and it looked like it was intentional. He wanted to kill himself and like
Whoa.
took down the whole plane.
Whoa.
That's fucking crazy, huh?
That would be an interesting, like when they get more information about it, that would be an interesting topic.
Yeah. It was so horrible.
Did we talk about how that guy wanted us to talk about the Volkswagen diesel
Yeah, that was so
scandal?
stupid, yeah.
Oh,
It's the wackest scandal ever.
Yeah.
That was the liquor store guy, right?
the liquor store guy was like, "What's your podcast about?" And we're like, "Scandals." And he was like, "You guys want to talk? Are you guys going to talk about that Volkswagen diesel scandal?"
No, motherfucker. We ain't going to talk about a Volkswagen. We're going to talk about fucking Technicolor eyes Elizabeth Taylor. You dumb motherfucker.
Unless someone cheated on their husband in a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
then-
Unless Elizabeth Taylor was fucking Eddie Fisher in that Volkswagen, we don't want to talk about it.
But what are the MPGs of that diesel? Okay. So, R.I.P. Mike Todd.
R.I.P.
Elizabeth was understandably hysterical,
Yeah.
and Debbie offered to look after her 3 children, the new baby and her 2 sons by Michael Wilding, at
That's
her own
crazy.
home. Debbie's a good-ass friend,
That's
dude.
crazy. Yeah.
But, I mean,
I will never take care of your kids.
even if my husband died in the Liz,
No, I'll take care of them.
I wouldn't have...
The Liz, 3 kids.
I wouldn't have 3 kids, but... You want to take care of my dogs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, how do we feel about that? Any thoughts?
About what?
Like, do you think that, is it a bad look to be like, I'll take all your kids and like you just go chill?
I think that back in the day, people used to do shit like that because it was just kind of like expected of you to have kids. So like
Yeah.
they were often seen as an inconvenience.
Yes.
Where like now, if you have kids, it's like you really wanted kids.
Right.
Right. So I feel like back in the day, it was more like acceptable to be like that with your kids.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I think that that's a really, I don't know if everyone would feel that way, but I think that I personally would want to be alone. Just like, I want to be able to cry. And I
Yeah,
probably
because
wouldn't
you don't
be
want
able
to do that in front of your kids. Yeah.
So I think it was very thoughtful of Debbie to be like,
I'll take them. You
yeah,
do
I'll
your
take
thing.
them.
Yeah.
So Debbie apparently raised no objection when Eddie moved in with the grieving widow,
Mm-mm.
supposedly to keep her eye on her for a few days. Now that's some.
Now
that's
you
some other
dumb as
shit.
fuck. Now you dumb as fuck, Debbie.
You're really gonna let White Diamonds ass Elizabeth Taylor?
Sleep in the same house as your husband when no kids around?
Yeah.
No, you're fucking stupid. What did you think was gonna happen?
He went with my blessing, writes Debbie. The 4 of us were so close, I was sure he would comfort her. National Treasure.
With his dick.
That's what National Treasure Carrie Fisher says in her one-woman show, Wishful Drinking. She says that he comforted her with his dick. She says something like, she said, my mom thought that he would go stand by her side, but he really standed by her side, front, back,
bottom, top, mouth,
Technicolor eyes. 2 weeks after Mike's death, Elizabeth went on a trip to New York and Eddie followed her. When Debbie, back in Beverly Hills with all 5 kids, her 2, Liz's 3, tried to call his room, there was no reply. So she calls her homegirl Elizabeth's room. Quote, Eddie took the call and I heard Elizabeth saying...
New phone, who this?
I heard Elizabeth saying, who is it, darling?
Fuck you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's some fucking shit. Okay. Following their divorce in 1959, Eddie came off very poorly in the press. Of
course.
The unfavorable publicity saw his TV series canceled and he was later dropped by his record label. So everybody was like, fuck you.
I feel like I'm surprised Elizabeth's reputation wasn't so like...
Here's the
she
thing,
had a lot of bad looks.
But people were like, oh, she's grieving. He took advantage of her or whatever.
Like she was always able to play damsel in distress or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
So, infamous gossip columnist Hedda Hopper interviewed Elizabeth at the time, and she wasn't apologetic about what happened. See, I kind of feel for her until this.
Yeah.
She says, quote, you can't break up a happy marriage.
No, fuck you. No, I don't feel for her at all.
That's like, not only did you do it because you have a part in it,
but now you're kind of blaming your homegirl who has your kids.
Yeah.
For it. Like, it's your fault, bitch.
Right.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay. I'm not taking any way away from Debbie Reynolds because she never really had it.
Ooh.
Why?
No.
You had a bad look.
Yeah.
If you really love this dude or whatever, just go live your life quietly.
What do you need to drag Debbie for?
Yeah. When Hopper asked Taylor what her recently deceased husband would have to say about the drama, she said, quote, Mike is dead and I'm alive. What do you expect me to do? Sleep alone?
Oh my God. Yes. Sleep alone for a little bit.
With your diamonds and your fucking fur coats and shit.
Champagne and your butlers.
I will happily sleep alone with
diamonds, champagne, and butlers. Me too.
Yeah,
what kind of dogs did they like in the 50s? You'll sleep with your butlers?
I would only hire like a fine ass butler.
Me too.
Remember we were briefly obsessed with Downton Abbey, like circa 2010?
I like Downton Abbey seasons 1 through 4.
I think it's 1 through 3 that we like.
When they killed Michael, I stopped watching.
That's the third.
Okay, I never seen it past then, but I heard it's still good.
It's okay.
I get pissed when TV shows kill off a character that I'm invested in.
I'm actually reading this book right now, The Remains of the Day, that is a lot like Downton Abbey.
You don't read.
Okay. Eddie's career never really recovered, and his subsequent marriage to Elizabeth, which lasted less than 5 years, was soon disrupted by her affair with her future husband, Richard Burton. Quote unquote, the love of her life, right?
Yeah, quote unquote, fuck you, Eddie.
A few years later, Debbie found herself sailing for Europe on the same cruise ship as Elizabeth and Richard Burton. Quote, I invited Elizabeth and Richard to our suite for cocktails, and I don't think we ever mentioned Eddie Fisher more than in passing, she says.
Hell yeah.
We drank champagne and had a lovely time.
On our yacht on the way to Europe.
Yeah.
And fuck you, Eddie.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
I mean.
Fuck a guy named Eddie, too. That's a weird name.
Eddie or Joey? What's
both
worse?
bad. Joey's worse.
Joey's worse, definitely.
Because at least Eddie is short for Edward. What's Joey?
Joseph.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize that.
Joey's short for a baby kangaroo.
Yeah.
In 2001, they appeared in the TV movie These Old Broads, written and directed by Carrie Fisher.
Yay!
Quote, Elizabeth was in very poor health and her doctors didn't want her to do the role, but she agreed to do the movie for Carrie, says Reynolds.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, that's so big of, especially Debbie, but both of them to just be like, you know what? Let's put this behind us.
Yeah, I mean, time has passed too.
Ain't nobody wanted Debbie or
Eddie
yeah, at that
Eddie,
point
yeah.
anyway, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry for what I did to you with Eddie, she said one day. I just feel so awful when I think of how I hurt you and your children. That was another lifetime, Debbie assured her. You and I made up years ago.
That's awesome.
But Taylor continued to make atonement in the way that only a movie legend who has been married 8 times is able to do so.
Yeah.
These next little stories are wild to me because Elizabeth is just constantly flexing on Debbie. In 2001, Taylor got Reynolds a ticket to see her friend Michael Jackson performing in concert in New York to celebrate his 30 years in show business.
Uh-huh.
So, like, she was like, oh, do you want to see my friend Michael? You know, like, oh, Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
You
bitch.
On his 30th anniversary. Oh, it's no big deal. It's just at Madison Square Garden.
But I have VIP tickets.
The following morning, September 11th, never forget, the two women wake up in hotel rooms in different parts of the city to hear the news that the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers had occurred. By then, Reynolds was divorced from her third husband, Richard Hamlet, whose affairs with various women, including a, quote, toothless waitress from a Waffle House.
Oh, fuck.
Does she have to say that, Debbie?
No,
This
but
is, I think
I'm for it.
Okay. Bewildered her in a way which Eddie Fisher's infidelity apparently did not. Hell, my first husband left me for Elizabeth Taylor, she says. At least that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't feel any less about yourself because you're like, well, my husband left me for literally the most beautiful woman in the world.
I think you do feel like shit because you're not that woman, but still.
It's different if your husband leaves you from some toothless bitch from the Waffle
'Cause
House.
then you just don't get it. You're
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's worse because
What's
it
wrong with
doesn't
me?
make sense.
You're not Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah. Okay. Reynolds had traveled to New York alone, but now felt frightened and vulnerable. So she was relieved when Taylor invited her to come and share her suite until they could both get out of the city. For the next few days, the American airspace closed. The two of them were holed up in there, crying together at the news reports on TV as Taylor's butler took care of them.
Hell yeah.
So they're just flexing on her
Living the
again,
life,
like,
yeah.
fucking Downton Abbey. When Reynolds realized,
If I have a butler, he's gonna be British.
Are there non-British butlers?
I don't think so. Not in my head.
I bet you Mariah Carey's butlers aren't British. They're just shirtless and oiled.
They're Australian.
Oh, I want an Australian butler. I want a New Zealand. I want a Kiwi butler.
Yeah.
When Reynolds realized she would not make it to California for a one-woman show she was due to perform that weekend, Taylor offered to help. She called in a favor from U.S. Senator John Warner, the 7th of her 8th husbands.
Hell yeah.
And arranged for the two of them to be flown back to L.A. in a private jet.
Hell yeah.
She's like, oh, no big deal. I'll just call my ex-husband or my friend John. Like,
Wasn't her
the
8th
senator.
husband like some dude she met in rehab though?
Yeah.
Like he was some whatever,
He was
like
some
truck
nobody.
driver.
Yeah, he was real young.
Yeah. All right.
As soon as flights resumed, it was perfect timing for Debbie to make it back to her concert.
Tight.
So, Elizabeth was like, I know you have a little show or whatever. I'll just, call the senator.
Yeah. No big deal.
We'll
They'll
get a
open up the
private
sky
jet.
for me.
And finally, Elizabeth had a jewelry case that was the same shade of violet as her eyes.
Jesus Christ.
Of course she did, right?
Uh-huh.
Inside, there were 3 sparkling pieces: sapphire earrings, a bracelet, and a matching necklace. Even if they hadn't come from Liz's personal collection, they still would have been worth a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
And she was specific about who they should go to following her death in March 2011.
Yes.
While her relatives might have hoped that they would come their way, they were destined to go outside of the family, on the face of it, to the most unexpected recipients. By then, 79, the same age as Taylor when she died, her fellow Hollywood legend, Debbie Reynolds, learned that it was she who would inherit the gems.
That's crazy.
A flex from beyond the fucking grave.
Yeah. That's cool. Fuck.
Elizabeth.
Hey, if you ever want to flex on me and give me a fucking sapphire set, go
Sapphires?
ahead and do it, man.
You fuck with sapphires?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's true.
The fuck? I'm not gonna say no.
From beyond the grave, though?
Hell yeah.
No, I feel like you'd be like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, but I'll take it.
So Elizabeth Petty Taylor spared no expense to flex on Debbie Reynolds across time and space like the goddamn petty queen that she was.
Hell yeah. R.I.P. baby.
R.I.P. to everybody except
In
for
that
Eddie
show.
Fisher.
Eddie Fisher's still alive? He might as well
he
be
di-
dead.
No, I'm saying like I don't
Oh,
rest
y-
in peace to him. 'Cause I mean,
Don't rest, motherfucker.
don't rest.
Open your eyes.
He's getting bitches. He's fucking Marlene Dietrich in a bathroom in heaven. In a mirrored bathroom.
Yeah, fuck that fool. Mike Todd though, R.I.P.
Yeah, poor guy.
Aww.
R.I.P. Cantinflas.
Aw.
R.I.P. Oh,
Oh.
Lenny's saying R.I.P. to everyone.
Oh, May.
Lenny, we're almost done.
Hurry up
We're
and do
just
the
doing
quickie.
quickie.
Okay, what's the quickie?
And any way you look at it, women's work is not for sissies. Most men would have a hard time of it if they were to change jobs with wife, mother, or girlfriend.
Here's some super small tea. I mean, it's not small. It's a big ass deal. But Candy Burruss, for those who do not know, is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But she first gained...
Is she black?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Would I know her if I saw her? Like a picture of her?
Maybe because she first gained fame by being in Escape.
As in, I get so weak in the knees. What?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
No. Is that Escape or are you doing SWV?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Escape is just kick it.
Yeah.
Just kick it. She's also a songwriter. She wrote No Scrubs for TLC.
Oh, yeah.
And she had
And Bugaboo, right?
Yep. And she had a very small solo career, which has a song that I love, which is When You're Out in the Club, Don't Think I'm Not, Baby.
Oh, yeah,
When
yeah.
You're Out looking good, Don't Think I'm Not.
What is her stage name?
Candy.
Candy?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So she's tight, and she's part of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
She's had like a few boyfriends, which were problematic, but one of her main boyfriends, while on the show, she was engaged to him, and I want to say he was probably like a producer or something like that. I don't remember, but he got in a fight outside of a nightclub, and he got punched in the head.
Whoa.
Yes, in 2009. He sustained head injuries. He was hospitalized, and then he died while they were engaged.
Did the person who killed him go to jail?
I have no idea, but isn't that fucking crazy? Oh yeah, they were charged with manslaughter.
I mean, see, that's why you can't be getting into fights like
No,
a freak accident.
Stuff
or whatever.
happened like all the time.
Yeah.
So it was an altercation in the parking lot, and he
Fuck.
received a severe blow to the
And
head.
you know it was over some stupid shit, like you stepped on my shoes
Yeah,
or whatever.
and he just fucking like you gave me a bad look or whatever.
Yeah. Fuck.
The other guy was also hospitalized, but then was charged with voluntary manslaughter and went to jail.
Voluntary. And this happened while she was on the show?
Yeah.
Is she still on the show?
Yes. And when that happened, it was like the season had just finished filming, and then they came back for the reunion, and Andy Cohen talked to her about it, and she's like crying in the reunion special. It's like fucking horrible.
She was there when it happened?
I don't know if she was there,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, they were engaged. She was planning their wedding like on that season of the show. Fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
And he was super young, like in his 30s.
Fuck, dude.
Yep, that's some 2009 tea for y'all. That's a quickie.
Wow.
I know,
okay.
that sucks, huh?
Do you know what her catchphrase is? Her tagline is? Her
Ooh,
Real
no. But that's tight.
Hou-
I'm gonna look it up.
Is it I was about to say something real fucked up.
I don't know it.
Do they change over time, or do they always have the same tagline?
No, the tagline changes and the girls change all the time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, all the time. Real Housewives of Orange County is not. It's changed so many times.
I know that some people aren't on it anymore, but I always thought
No.
it's the same core group or whatever.
Mm-mm. They change all the fucking time. Real Housewives of Orange County only has one girl that's been there like forever.
Who was the one that we saw at dinner at that time?
That was in Real House. She was one of the original ones.
Yeah.
Of Real Housewives of Orange County. She used to be a playmate, and she her husband was like abusive towards her.
No.
And her son was a baseball player,
Like MLB?
like a professional baseball player, and he was like an alcoholic, had all these problems and
Ew.
stuff. Fucking crazy, dude. What's her name? Gianna Cuff.
Cuff?
Gina Cuff. Gina Tomasino. She was Playmate of the Month in 1980.
Ooh.
Who said weaker sex? Ironing is another kind of work that's a lot of little jobs all rolled into one. Just to iron one of hubby's shirts, for instance. The iron may have to be lifted 20 or 30 times. And since a flat iron weighs about as much as a brick, a day's ironing actually uses just about as much muscle as bricklaying.
Oh, just one more quickie. I guess we're going to have two quickies.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about how I recently saw Bobby Cannavale walking down the street. Bobby Cannavale, who I usually think is a fucking snack,
Yeah.
was looking not snackety at all. He was like looking low key, like his skin looked pale and almost gray.
How
and
did
he
you
was kind
recognize
of
him, I
chubs.
wonder?
Because I was sitting in traffic and he was walking his baby in the stroller.
Yeah.
And he was walking towards me, and since I was sitting in traffic, I got like a really good look at him.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that him? No, it can't be. Yes, it is.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah,
But he a dad and he's taking time off, you know.
What's his wife's name?
I don't know.
The chick
She's
from
in
Bridesmaids.
I don't know her name though.
Rose.
She's also
Rose Byrne. Byrne. Oh, it's with a Y though, right? Byrne.
Yeah, Byrne.
Byrne.
Yeah.
Well, he's Bobby Cannavale. I've loved him since he played Samantha's boyfriend with the funky spunk in Sex and the City. And then he was Will's husband on Will and Grace.
Yes.
I love him, but he was just not looking cute when I saw him. It's not his fault. He's a new dad.
Yeah.
The baby's real fucking small.
Yeah, he's taking time off.
Yeah.
We look forward to your comeback, Bobby Cannavale.
Lose a couple pounds, maybe like get a tan, get a nanny.
Dye your hair. Keep it popping. All right, guys, we're the Drama Club.
Catch us on social media at Drama Club Pod on Insta and Twitter.
And watch our YouTube live with Felipe Esparza and Rodrigo Torres. What's up, fool?
Yeah.
On the All Things Comedy
Network.
Ooh, ooh.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
However, whatever with your helmet.